Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Hyunjin Ryu is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Wells. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball, does have the hard slider and the changeup. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early, he has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
First pitch of the at-bat. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one. Shaping up to be a pretty nice day for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. Here's the 1-2 delivery.
That's a ball.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Popped him up. McGuire waits on it. One away.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 13. Matt Carpenter.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. His past history with Hyunjin Ryu, he's just 2 for 12. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
2 balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Paul Goldschmidt. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product Paul DeYoung. From the stretch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch.
1-1. Put down 1-1.
Carpenter leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fouled away. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1 left for the Cardinals. It's the Tigers 0. Blue Jays coming up. Back after this on MLB Network. Jack Flaherty gets the start for St. Louis in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
So striding forward now, Bo Bichette. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop.
Whoa.
Now the pitch.
Ball, that's in.
The 1-0. And there's ball 2 now. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1. Cavan Biggio will be next. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Stepping in for the Jays, Cavan Biggio. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Nobody out, runner on first. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out?
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box, Lourdes Gurriel, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Oh, and 1, here it comes.
Ball, that's inside. Now, 2-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Now the 2-1.
Ball in.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Fouled off. Runners on first with one down. And another foul ball. Another payoff pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off. Maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Once again a 3-2. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game where he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
So runners at first and second here with one away. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. As a look, now the pitch.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit the other way out toward right field. Fowler has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Travis Shaw, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And they'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
This is pulled into right. Fowler is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. An inning in the books. No score on MLB Network. Into the box, Yadier Molina, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. 2-2 to the Cardinals catcher. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Fisher moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Dexter Fowler, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch.
Ball.
And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Here's the pitch.
Ball.
Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0.
2-0.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Tyler O'Neill will be next. The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
That's what good hitters do. You get a pitch you like and you just explode on it. He blasted that one over the left fielder's head for an easy double.
So now to the plate, Tyler O'Neill. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A 2-0 count to the Redbirds' designated hitter. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. He's ready now. The pitch. And they were simply not going to give him anything there with the base open. It's a 4-pitch walk.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Digging in now, Tommy Edman. He's set, and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Richard is there, 2 gone.
Batting up, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. From the stretch. Changeup called strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. Here comes the 0-2. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Cards strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Here's Randall Grichuk. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The center fielder, Randall Grichuk.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Now it's 2-0. Two and one.
Count is 2-1.
All even now, 2-2. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number one.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And he misses there. 1-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Derek Fisher the next to bat. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Outside, 2-1. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. 2 complete, scoreless here on MLB Network. Top of the third set to get underway. Digging in, Colton Wong. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, but everything looked clean. He was on time. He looked powerful in the box. I guarantee you he wants that swing back. He's still thinking about it as he walks to the plate right here.
1-1 the count now. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
So one gone here in the St. Louis third, and that brings up Matt Carpenter. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope. Outside.
Now the 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Count is 1-2.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Now batting,
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in, the power hitting first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Next to bat for Toronto, Reese McGuire. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
To 2-2 now, and Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Reese McGuire is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. So it's back to the top of the order now, and in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
The 1-2. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count 1-2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Stepping in now, Kevin Biggio. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Fastball well outside.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that's the first hit in this one for the Blue Jays.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Lourdes Gurriel reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. He's ready now to pitch.
Whoa, that's down.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. 2 out with the man at first. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Blue Jays held in check. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So Paul DeYoung digs in next. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Paul DeYoung.
First offering on its way. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The 1-1 home.
Count is 2-1.
And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit hard towards center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Yadi Molina digging in now as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. And this is knocked down on the mound. And they are able to get the out at first, but more importantly, let's hope he's okay on the mound.
Now batting, right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Now at the plate, Dexter Fowler, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. He's set. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. Fouled away. Fowler behind a ball and 2 strikes.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. On a rope to the second baseman.
The batter, the designated hitter, Tyler O'Neill.
Coming forward now is the Cards' designated hitter, Tyler O'Neill. He drew a walk his first time up. From the belt, the pitch.
Hey! 0-1 the count.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Bottom of the inning now, so now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Guerrero Jr.
First pitch coming, here it is. Popped him up. Goldschmidt is there for it. 1 away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that brings up the left-handed hitter Travis Shaw. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The batter, the center fielder, Randall Grichuk.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey!
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Striding into the box, Tommy Edman. He'll start off the 5th in this one. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
A swing and a ground ball to 3rd. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Ready for another chance? Harrison Bader. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. 2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
3-0 now.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
3-0 pitch. Is taken, strike 1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Second baseman, Colton Wong.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Colton Wong. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
The windup and the 0-1.
Ball, that count.
He pulls this one into right. Fisher is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Just hung in there on that one. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
On the ground to the left side. And there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Derek Fisher.
So digging in now, Derek Fisher looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1-0 the count. Bases are empty, one man out. That evens it up, 1-1. And the pitch. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. Throw too late to get him at first. Not a thing of beauty, but it's an infield single nonetheless.
Number 10.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
From the stretch. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
0-2.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bader is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batter, the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Bo Bichette. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Popped up. Molina is there. And that retires the side. One left for Toronto. Sixth inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Here's Matt Carpenter. He's set to lead us off in the sixth inning.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
0-1. Inside, ball one.
The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
The 2-2 one more time. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Ready for another shot now, Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1 for count.
Into center field, line drive base hit.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Young.
So that brings in the power hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. No balls and a strike to count. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Nope, that's the ball.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
No, that's down.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. In D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you are a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Here comes a Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound. And that will be the last we see in this one of Hyun-Jin Ryu. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Thomas Pannone trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Dexter Fowler will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The set and the 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Here's the 2-0.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
The set and the 2-1. Hops this one up. And this is going to dunk in out there, a base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, some really good pitching going into the 6th inning in this one. Big RBI base hit to break through. What a pitcher's duel this been.
Yeah, Dan, the pitching's been great, but something I've been focusing on is how great the defenses have been on both sides. To push a run across in the 6th inning, let's get the bullpens fired up.
In now, Tyler O'Neill, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. One and 0. Here it is. And he takes a cold strike 1. And a front foot curveball here that misses down and in for ball 2. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. In the dirt here. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, and he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field, and he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cards forced to settle for 1. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. St. Louis is out in front, 1-0. At the plate, Kevin Biggio. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First delivery to him on the way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And And that's in there for his strike 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The batter, the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
Standing in, Lourdes Gurriel. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
One out, nobody on. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fouled off. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's out.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Bader will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They trail this one 1-0. Now at the plate, Tommy Edman. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of it.
And hold on now. That's a fair ball down the left field line. Should be at least a double. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader, and he fouls this one off. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 2-run shot to left center, and the Cardinals lead it now 3-0.
Hey, in today's game of extreme velocity, if you have mediocre stuff, you cannot miss over the heart of the plate. You have to nibble at the corners. He wasn't able to do that, and he paid the ultimate price.
Now
here's Colton Wong now.
Colton Wong.
As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right side. Fielded cleanly. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Ready once again, Matt Carpenter. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
In there, and it's 0-1.
That's a ball.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Now a curveball misses inside. Still only 1 out in the inning. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another full count pitch home. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and there's his first base hit in this one.
I'm sure the boys on the bench appreciate that, AB, right there. Grinding out an 8-pitch at bat and was able to be successful and deliver a hit for the team.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Still only 1 out in the inning. Fouled away. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
Standing in now, Paul DeYoung. Fouled off. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit hard to the right side. Foul.
You're grinding so hard at the plate right there, expecting something on the corners, and what happens? Change up, middle cut. Your eyes light up, but you're just not able to barrel it up.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The next 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Count.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Cards do strike for two, both coming on this two-run dinger. Bottom of the seventh inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now a 3-0 lead for St. Louis. So digging in next will be Travis Shaw. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
First baseman, Travis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out.
To first. Taken in by Goldschmidt. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Rendell Grichuk.
Now at the plate, Rendell Grichuk. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope, that's down.
And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Grichuk is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting, the designated
Striding forward now is the DH, Teoscar Hernandez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Justin Miller has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 60, Justin Miller.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Singled homer run in his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Bases are empty, one man out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Tyler O'Neill will be next. The 3-1. Ball 4.
Perfect.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Tyler.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Tyler O'Neill. No hits to this point. He's set and the pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Runner at first here, one man out. Now a throw over. Throw is up the line as it gets away. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. Now a move over to first. Plays off the slider that time. 2-1. Runners on first with one down. Popped him up. Biggio has a play. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Tommy Edman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Tommy Edman. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1, no strike.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the belt, the pitch.
Inside, ball 2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
The 2-2. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Cards leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. John Brebbia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 60, John Brebbia.
In now, Derek Fisher. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
The right fielder, Derek.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Fisher.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Into right field. That's a base hit.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the third hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their third knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Ball one to start the at-bat. A runner at first with no outs here. That's inside. 2-0.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number one.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Bo. Yes.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Bo Bichette. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Runner at first here, one man out. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Now the 2-0. And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
And this was set up perfectly for him to start the double play. He's in ideal position. And then I think he got a little bit ahead of himself. You know that old saying, be quick but don't hurry? Well, I think that was demonstrated right here.
Standing in, Kevin Biggio. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Now batting, Lourdes Gurriel. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. From the stretch.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Outside, 3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
That one's in there. 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
So stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
This could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
The 3-1. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, and it's now 5-3.
And they complete the comeback with a flourish, going deep with a grand slam to take the lead. You don't dial points in this game, but I'd give them some if I could hand some out.
Ryan Helsley answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Ryan Helsley.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. 1-0 the count. Two and 0. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 3. Hey. Full count. 3-2.
Count remains full. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate. Payoff pitch one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. Last chance coming up here for the Redbirds. It's now 5-3 Toronto. Ken Giles comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Now in the box, Harrison Bader. He'll lead things off against Giles as they're down to their final 3 outs in this ball game.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Bader is retired, and there's one away.
Now back, second baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Colton Wong. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball here. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, Hero, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Into the box, Matt Carpenter, as he rips it on the ground to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman,
Lane Thomas will come on now and pinch run here.
Pinch running at first for the Cardinals. Number 35.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
1-0 pitch on the way. 2-0 now.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
First and second now, one man out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Three and one now.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Here it is on 3-1. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. And it's now a 1-run ball game.
Easy thing to do, D-Row, to hit a bomb off these close. These guys pitching the 8th and 9th inning nowadays, they're tough to center and get anything productive off of.
Oh, yeah, and certain home runs are just a little bit more sweeter than others. Taking a closer deep in a big spot, high velocity, nasty exploding breaking stuff, that's one he's not going to forget.
Wilmer Font enters the game with one gone in the top of inning number 9. To the plate now, Paul DeYoung, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Three runs already home here. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And there's ball 3. Waiting on deck, there's Yadi Molina. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
At the plate, Yadier Molina. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw in time as he just gets the tag down.
Well, they've got a small lead and they're pushing to add to it by being aggressive on the base pass. But as a manager, you just hope you're not giving up outs that you wish you could have had back.
The 0-2 to Molina. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. But the Cards strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. One last shot for the Jays coming up. It's the Cardinals 6, the Blue Jays 5. Giovanni Gallegos takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 65, Giovanni Gallegos.
Brad Miller has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Number 15, Brad Miller.
Next will be the designated hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the ninth.
Teoscar Hernandez.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
0-1, no strike.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
2 balls and a strike. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Joe Pennant will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Joe Pennant.
A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike. The 1-1.
Ball.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Striding in, Reese McGuire. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there for strike 1. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Final strike for the Blue Jays. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Gallegos is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind at the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The St. Louis Cardinals came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Ryan Helsley gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Our